So it's a game where I have to go. Wait, how did it go again? It's one of those like kind of a little bit psychological game. So
Ooh.
basically, you have to like. I'm gonna have to go like if I point this way, you have to go. You have to put your face the opposite way that I'm telling you to point.
Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully, I can mind trick her into doing what I'm telling her to do. That's the whole point. Wait, are we recording already?
Yeah.
All right, let's try it.
Okay.
We're gonna have to edit this. Okay. No.
Oh wait, you know what? I have a crick in the neck.
No. Okay, so you. All right.
I'm like, wait, this hurts.
No, you do it to me then.
Okay.
So you play with me because
Okay.
I don't know how good I'm gonna be at this. Okay. I almost lost. Okay, try it one more time.
Okay.
No. Okay. Wait. Okay. No. Okay.
I did that too.
Well,
Okay.
that was the game.
No.
No, I did it wrong again. Okay. All right, so we can get into it. That was the game that I came up with.
Yeah.
That's what happens, psychology major here came out. Hi everyone, welcome to Crumble Talk. This is Steffi.
And Elizabeth.
Yes.
I am hurting because I was just at MegaCon this past weekend.
Okay, and that goes to our fun fact.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
tell me.
It was complete whole day of walking, and I parked like a mile away, so a lot of walking. And we were all like very squished together just trying to get through.
Oh.
But I did see, there was a lot of cool stuff to see. Including, there's an artist, his name is Sergio, and he did something called the Action Bible. And I got one of his books, Heroes and Villains.
Yeah, so this is the Action Bible, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been wanting to get one for Joe.
Well, this is actually Heroes and Villains of the Bible. So it's not the actual Action
so it's not
Bible.
the actual,
yeah.
Okay.
And then I saw Jesus as a Jedi, and I told him, I was like, I have your book.
Yes. My Jesus has a man bun, though.
Man bun. I went as Electra.
Yes, we'll be posting that, so yes, you see. No.
One thing that I wanted to really engrave into your hearts and minds is that as a single person, you are not in lack because of that, You are a whole person, and God has you in this temporary season for a reason. That rhymed, but I didn't mean for it to.
Yep.
Yeah, it has a purpose. And so what we have the ability to do as a single person is also just to be with God with no hindrance and just to focus on Him and let Him love us. And we also have the ability to go. So to be and to go is a teaching that we just heard, and we were so pumped to share it with you guys.
To add to that, it's like, this is your time. It's your time for you. It's your time to learn about yourself, make mistakes, and kind of apologize, keep it moving. This is your time to really grow into the best version of you, because we have these high expectations for our man that's gonna come and it's gonna be amazing. But we also be our best. Be on our best for this person.
And guys, we're saying this not as married people.
No, at all.
We're saying this being in the same season as you.
We're in the fire.
So we're in it with you. So a lot of people think what if I'm not even supposed to get married? What if I'm supposed to stay single? And I think a lot of people that are not single are like, oh, you have the gift of singleness. And it's like, can I return it?
Right?
But I feel like if God has given you that desire to marry, that's His will for your life.
Exactly.
That's how He works. I've only known of one person who ever said that it wasn't God's will for him to be married, and he's married and has 2 babies now. So
yeah.
And they're like, oh, but Paul said, and I'm like, but God said in the beginning that it's not good for man to be alone. And that's why He created Eve for him, for Adam.
Yeah.
If God says that for you, that's a special calling. Not everyone is called to a life of singleness. I know Paul said, oh, it's good for you if you're single to stay single. But he said, for this time. So whatever was going on at that time, it was good for that time. He specifically said that. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's two extremes of that. There's one that thinks that they're not supposed to ever have someone. And then there's the other extreme that can't be alone, that they don't know how to be alone.
Yeah. So like for me to say to that, to the extreme of the people who feel like, oh, they're called to be single. I know there are some people who are called to be single. Okay, amen to you. But
Have you met
the times that I no, no, I've not met one. But the times that I have thought like that, because you know you go in your, oh, I'm good alone. It lasts like a day. Because by the end of the day, I'm like, oh, but look, he's so cute. So I'm like, all right, God, I know you have someone for me. I'm going to trust you. And then to that other extreme where you can't be alone, I think I know personally I've been there when I was younger where it was really hard. But healing that in the singleness is so important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's what I would say.
Singleness is a great time for healing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So much.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the me last year is not even the me now. Like,
no.
Yeah.
And then I'm so grateful that I wasn't in a relationship before because I wouldn't have had that opportunity to heal. I might have wounded people that I really care about and things like that.
There's so many times that I've thought like, okay, I am so ready for a relationship. Like it's time, it's now. And then by the time I learned something else about myself and now I'm working on this and then I realized, oh, okay, well, good thing he didn't come yet. It's okay. Thank you. And then, you know, so it's nice. It's nice to trust God in that, to be able to like trust God in that.
Speaking of trust,
oh,
that's our first challenge. We asked you guys what are some challenges that you guys face living life as a single Christian, and you guys gave us a lot. So we have condensed it into the top 3 here.
Yes.
So the first one is trust. How are you going to trust someone else and their intentions for you?
Yes. I loved that one. I love like I mean, you know who you are. I'm not going to say no names, but thank you so much for saying that because it's so true. It's like trusting others. And a few people did say the same thing, but like trusting others' intentions. Yeah, with you. And it's, wow, it's just, it was a powerful thing because, I mean, even
because it's a thing.
It's a thing, yeah. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, I've even caught myself entertaining things that it's just because I'm alone or just because like, and no, it's not fair for the other person. So it's nice to catch yourself if you are just entertaining someone because you're bored or lonely and letting that go so that person, so you know, because then you're wasting people's time and it's not nice.
Yeah. I try to be so clear on that in not entertaining or leading anyone on to make it clear for them to know, hey, not available, you know? So one thing with trust is that in that, what am I trying to say? In that also, there are 2 parts to it because I feel like the reason why you have trust issues, I'm thinking is from 2 reasons. Both of them have to do with life and your life experiences. And life is a horrible teacher. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, you learn through life. Life is a horrible teacher and it teaches you some lies. So you have to really think back, like, what are the lies that life has taught me? And you have to unlearn those things.
Yes. What was it? What we were saying? I was saying the hard disk. You have to break that hard disk. Just start over, like you know. Yeah. Reprogram how you view relationships. Yeah. I'm just in the middle of that, so I have no tips. I'm healing. I'm healing.
Well, one reason could be that you've experienced it. Someone has severely misguided you, done something that really broke your trust with them. And so now it feeds into the next thing because you're putting that situation into the next one. That's why healing is so important.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is if you did it and then so you're like, wow, if I have the capability of doing this, I can imagine like the other person, like they would probably do the same thing or like they think some weird kind of like karma thing, like it's going to come back to you and stuff, which is not of God. So God is merciful and gracious to us and he forgives and it's never happened.
I do think that when you are like, let's say you feel guilty or you feel like you did something wrong in that sense where you broke someone's trust, it is nice when you actually acknowledge it and apologize. Like I think there's a lot of power in that. I've had to do it plenty of times because your girl has messed up, but you know, thankfully I feel like I've been shown grace, you know, in the past couple of years, and it's gonna get better.
Definitely. And in order to heal, you have to feel. You have to, like scripture says, like take the thoughts captive and take them to the throne of God, you know, and exchange them for his truth.
Yeah.
So, and that's something that it's so important to take each thought captive. Not try to shoo it away, not try to act like it doesn't exist, and just be like, oh no, I need to be happy. And it's a constant reminder, I think, even for me, because I'm like, no, I just want to be happy, you know, and you want to be happy. But like something that even Joanny was saying the other day, how there was a dream that she had, like, that was really troubling for her. And I'm like, that's your body, because your body is made for positivity. So anything that is negative, it will try to, like, throw it up. Just like when you're sick and you eat something that's not good for it, it'll reject it.
Yeah.
Your body does the same thing emotionally. It'll try to reject all those negative things. So it's going to bring it to the forefront. And that's why you feel so horrible. That's why you feel like emotionally sick, you know?
Yes.
Because it has to be corrected. And then you can be like, thank God that this is coming to the forefront so I can correct it, you know, and I can heal from it.
Yeah, and it's so much easier to do it in your single life, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, based on the things we've heard, but,
I mean,
you know,
yeah.
we'll see, I guess. We'll see. Okay.
We can only speak from the single side.
Right,
But.
yes.
So we had someone that was asking, like, where do you meet a good guy or girl? And it's like, I've heard, like, great advice that if you love to do something, like, do it and you'll find someone to love.
Yes, that is true.
Do what you love, you'll find who to love.
Right.
Yeah.
But then again, we are single, so I'm... if y'all got better answers, let me know. But yes. Like
That was from a married person.
Oh, that was from a married person.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That was cool. That was a cool tip. Thanks.
Family.
Married person. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We go to church.
We do.
And especially, like, where I go is super involved in missions. So a lot of people end up finding someone who has the same passion for missions and for just living a life abroad.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know that my church is also an awesome place, and I see people meeting all the time. I have received so much healing when it comes to that. Like, I'm able to, like, I think there was a time I couldn't talk to men straight to their face. Like, I couldn't, like, have a full conversation, and now I do. So it's like, so it's
good.
healing. It's good that, you know, I don't know. I know we're promoting the church right now, but, like, our church is pretty, like, legit. It's good.
That's the other thing. When it comes to doing life as a single person, it's important to be involved in a good community that helps and that feeds you. Maybe even literally feeds you. Like, hey.
Right? Like, hey, buy me some food. Thank you.
Yeah, but we both go to great churches that, I mean, my own church, we have a Facebook page, and we all, like, whatever we need, we put it on there.
That's awesome.
And people step in to help, whatever it is.
I know my church, we do have, like, a single mom, like, not single moms, a mom's group. So it's really cool because there you see a lot of that. I don't participate too much anymore. But yes.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good to have that kind of community. Yeah.
Yes.
Like right here, we have that creatives, and we watch out for each other. That's what church is about. It's about being family, doing life together.
Yes.
You know, so that's super important to be part of a church and a community that's like that. So make sure you are.
Yes. Something that did come up a lot of people were saying, like, oh, feeling lonely, and it is a real feeling. It is tough. It is. But it's also, like, sometimes a lie. Because, like, we be feeling lonely and we're, like, around people. And it's like, come on, you're not lonely. It may be other things. And sometimes if we actually crumble it down, the idea of, like, what is, like, what is loneliness? What is lonely? And what is it that you're actually feeling? Because what I've noticed with me is, like, when I crumble down when I'm lonely and I actually, like see through it, like see what it actually is more of, it may be just me wanting a hug. I just want a kiss. I want that man. I want that person for me. And it's tough, but I feel like we just have to remember the season we're in and just try to do other things and it kind of goes all full circle back to community, back to surrounding yourself around the right people. I don't know if you want to add to that part where it's like, what do you do to you know, in a sense, when you're lonely?
What I do is I just soak in God. And whatever I'm feeling is usually, like, cured by just soaking in his presence.
Yes.
Yeah.
And after, well, for me, I wish it came as simple, but it's a little harder. But I know that I'll go to I'll go to the gym. I'll then call all my sisters, all of them. I'm so sorry, you guys are victims. I call you when I'm lonely, okay? And I just, and I usually I talk to my aunt too. I have an aunt that she's amazing.
Oh.
And it's so important to surround yourself with the right people, because loneliness will lie to you. It will really make you feel like you will not survive today. And I will have to say, like, it is a lie. Like, you will be okay, you will make it, and things will get better. Like, right doors will open in time.
And usually when I'm feeling like such sharp emotions, I look on my Shark Week tracker, and I'm like, okay, that's why I'm feeling like such. And I'm like, okay, it's an illusion.
It's an illusion. Yes.
It's just a tactic from the enemy to like get me down. This is a dream. Another thing that I do is I neurocycle, which is the same thing as Crumble. I break down that thought, and I capture the thought and make it obedient to God. Whatever I find out that it is actually happening, I take it to God.
Yes, that has helped me a lot too. So yes, and this is where Crumble was birthed. So that's awesome.
Yes. With finances, something that really helped me was to take the Dave Ramsey course. That was the best $100 that I spent.
Okay.
It was a small group with my church, and we all like cut up our credit cards together and everything. I had already bought a house at that time, but I was able to refinance my house, and it's about to be paid off in a few years. So,
yes, that is amazing.
Yeah, and it's because of what I learned through Dave Ramsey. So I highly recommend that. I still use what I learned with him. I don't rely on my credit score or anything, or credit cards at all.
Oh,
so,
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, one thing that is a big thing, it's so big that we decided to do a show just on it. So, it's all about temptation.
Of course.
Our next episode is going to be about living a life of purity.
Okay.
Which, that's a struggle with being single, but it's also something that's in marriage too. It's not like you get married and you don't have to like protect your eyes and protect what you watch. That still goes into it. And that's why I think that being single, it allows you the time to fix that before you get into marriage. Because a lot of people think they're going to be fixed. Like whatever they struggle with, it's going to go away when they get married. And it's not true. Yeah, so
that's so true.
Yeah.
The main reason we picked that topic next, which was also the topic next, but with the challenges that people gave us, that was one of them, where it's like, because as a single Christian, we're really trying not to, trying to live a pure life.
We want to live a life that pleases God, that makes Him smile.
Yeah. So it's not, the temptation is real, and I think it's important to talk about it more, because I feel like we don't talk about it just because of the shame behind that, and it's just important. It's important I think once it's out in the light, there's more room for healing. There's more room for getting advice or going to the right person for help, instead of, I know I'm going in, but like that's pretty much next. What we'll be talking about next.
Yes. So we want to ask you guys a question.
Ooh, question.
So what is your anti-drug when it comes to temptation?
How do you... Your anti-drug to fighting temptation.
Yeah. How do you fight temptation when those times come? And it's interesting, the word temptation, whatever you're battling with is what will come to your mind. So what is your anti-drug to temptation in your life? Let us know. And we will see you in the next show.
Yes. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye. Hearts.
Are we going to do that successfully? Is it good? Did we do it?
Did we do it?
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I hope this blessed you. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. Comment, share, like, subscribe.
Yes.
All that stuff. You know what to do. We don't even gotta say anything.
Yeah, right? Okay. All right. Adios.